welcome back. This is Basilisks with more or less play Xenosaga episode 1. I'm joined as always by our Miltian squad of Ziggy, Momo, and Junior. When we last left off, we were still in the Encephalon inside of KOS-MOS's mind. In Miltia, how she can recreate this is a little bit beyond me. I am level 21. I have done absolutely no level grinding, and that's probably going to be risky for me, but I am willing to take that risk right now. Let's continue on. So far, I've only had to do one batch of level grinding. I want to keep it that way as long as possible. I don't like having to do level grinding too much. We're still down here. We might as well fight... These are the benches that I was thinking about earlier. Blow them up. Ah! There's a kobold in there! No! Though Momo is quite effective against kobolds, which is surprising to me. Destroy this obstacle here. You can get yourselves to frame repair A's. Very nice, and really only one place for us to go, which is up to the Gert to find it. Fight it.
You don't know when to give up!
As a result of that battle, though, I was able to level up a new ether for Junior. So let's take a look at it. What I ended up doing was evolving Ether Flare, and we got Psycho Pocket. So now we can steal with Junior. Very nice. I don't necessarily know how he does that. I believe it will use guns, just because I know Junior. At some point, he's going to have to shoot somebody to take their stuff. It totally works all the time. Always. I think there are more benches. I keep on remembering that there being more than one bench, but there is a bugbear here that we need to take care of. Momo's going to be great against Gnosis. Let's move on. That was a fight with a whole bunch of kobolds, which I still hate, especially since Momo is in the middle, and apparently kobolds always attack whoever's in the middle. So Ziggy's now in the middle, because I don't want them hitting Momo. But we can get an Ether Pack S out of this kind of hidden door here. I don't think this actually leads anywhere, though. Oh, it does. It leads actually the way further on, it looks like, but they're not going to let me make this little itty-bitty jump right here, so that would lead down, which is the way forward. But there is another treasure chest to the east here, along this train, if I remember correctly. It's not out the back end there, but it should be. Of course, it's on the other side of the bugbear. Nope, I was wrong. They don't attack the person in the middle, they just attack female characters, or the ones with lowest HP. I have not decided yet. In either case, it just happens to be Xion and Momo in my respective parties. So every battle now, I do need to heal. I have leveled up Storm Waltz so that it is in the high slot for Junior. That does attack all enemies, which is pretty much why I saved up to get that. Larvadol over here should not be an issue. Just throw it a healing item.
Now you guys are in trouble.
And if we head over here, we can blow up this, which has seemingly opened up something for us down there, but it doesn't look like I can get anything out of it from where I am. So we need to head back down to the train tracks in order to get those. So all of that just for an item, more or less. I think that there is something to the east, but we just don't want to go there yet, if memory serves me correctly, and chances are that it doesn't, but I'm going to say that anyway. So let's head back to pretty much where we started this. This reminds me of Final Fantasy VII with the train yard like this. I don't know, maybe that's just me. A lot of things remind me of Final Fantasy VII. If you're not used to that, then you have not been watching enough of me. But everything reminds me of it. Oh, right here. Thought we had already passed it. But in there we can get Venom Block. Very nice. What is that? I've already forgotten. Venom Block. I don't think it is one of these. No, it's not. And it shouldn't be anything here. No. Venom Block. There it is. Weirdly positioned here. Prevents attack poison. Okay. good enough. It prevents you from getting poisoned with an attack, I guess. Okay, sure. Let's just move on. What we need to do is head back the way that I had ignored previously after going that way and kind of seeing the treasure chest. We need to head back here, to the left, up, and then down over here. Now that we have got that treasure chest over there. And we probably need to fight a bugbear and more kobolds. Screw kobolds. Storm Waltz turns out to be very, very helpful against a mass amount of enemies, as you might expect for something that attacks all enemies. See, this little red thing here, they won't let me take a look at it. But I can't do anything with it. I keep on thinking that it's something special. We need to head into the sewers, though. Because down here, if you remember, we opened up a door, and these guys were hanging out. These guys might be new.
I'm gonna try hard for everyone.
No. So let's continue on. I think we all know that there's going to be a couple more of these guys. And should we head further to the right, I think we all know that there's another one down here, but there's also something to blow up with frame repair A's in it. If I could say it right, that would be appreciated. And now we can head further on. I think you guys remember that we did actually open something up here, but it doesn't look like I can reach it through that ladder. Looks like I'm going to need to head over here. I thought it was a little further on, but there it is. The path that we had opened this door right here with Decoder 12 in it. Very nice. I'm not sure if we have door number 12. I think we do. Where does that lead? No, we don't have door number 12. We are getting close, though. As you can see, we are definitely making our way through this first game. Remember that this series has 3 games in it, so unfortunately by the end I was holding left. Right? You want me to hold right? Okay, sure. Unfortunately, by the end of this first game, we are not going to be through the plot. You're still going to have many, many questions about the plot of this game, so we are getting close to the end of this first game. I don't want you thinking that we're close to the total resolution of the plot, though. But we emerge from the sewers.
Man, you've got to be kidding.
What's wrong? Oh,
What?
The UTIC organization Central Tower. Labyrinthos.
The Central Tower Labyrinthos?
Labyrinthos?
Who would call it Labyrinthos? Who's like, I want to open up a new tower. What shall we call it? It's called a labyrinth.
Hallelujah! And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them, and they were judged every man according to their works.
That voice. That's Daddy.
It's Joachim Mizrahi.
Daddy!
What? Oh, stop. Where are you going?
Let me go! Daddy! Daddy's calling for me!
Daddy? Is that really him?
It's
And
Joachim
death
Mizrahi.
and hell
Without
were
a
cast
doubt.
into the lake of
That's
fire.
Joachim Mizrahi.
This is the second death. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. Rejoice, all ye! The time for feasting has come!
No! Daddy! Daddy!
All this before me. Is this really Miltia from 14 years ago?
Yeah. Yeah, it was. I think we've all established that this is all real, but it is still, well, it's an accurate recreation, I should say. I must say, though, I do find it funny. He's like, oh, we're gonna feast. Poof! Explosion, and he dies in a blaze of fire. But unfortunately, Momo wasn't able to catch the hologram of her father, as you might expect. But we have found a new save point now that we are back with Xion and Chaos. I plan on using it. I also need to equip the Poison Guard skill, so I'm going to do that as well. Let's move on once more. We are still in what I'm going to assume is Miltia in the Encephalon. It's kind of hard to say though. But we do have some new enemies here. And these are the guys that I equipped the Poison Guard to fight against because they're Basilisks. And unlike normal Basilisks in the usual games, they don't turn you to stone, they poison you. Are these guys weak to Spell Ray? Ooh, is that going to be enough? It was close. Yes, it is. Barely. Lunar Seal should be great. Chaos in general should be great because of Lunar Seal. And then, oh, actually, without the critical, just not enough. And there we go. Poison Cloud. It does damage and it would poison you, but because we have the Poison Guard on, no poison. Just like I said. And kind of set up many times already. Which one? We want to hit this guy because we're going to be doing a all-enemy attack at the end of this. So hopefully this will be enough. This is why I put the Commander's Crest and... Damn it, I still can't remember the other name of the other one. And I don't have my notes in front of me for what that was. This is why we have this set up on Chaos, though. Remember the setup that I did last time? Yeah, we're still doing that, because it should kill both of them right here. Down they both go.
Is everyone okay?
Yeah, everybody's fine. Everybody's doing just great. As you can see, though, we are in a forest of sorts around here. I am going to need a lot of points, though, for everybody. Now, I'm supposed to be around level 24 at this point, so I'm kind of under-leveled for what we are doing, but I think I will be fine. Before we move on, though, there was something that I very nearly missed. This rock right here. I didn't think you could blow up a rock, but you can. And this leads down a secret passage, which leads to a campfire and a card D, PM card D, promotional, I think, yeah, promotional is what the PM stands for. Though that's of course for the card game, which we're not doing just yet. Like I said, I'll put all the bonus stuff into bonus videos at the end, because, well, the drill I might do before the end, because that actually gives you items that are relevant, but I think that is the only one. And here we find Bunnie! Hey, I didn't know you were real. He's got a vaporizer too, apparently. And off he flies backwards. That's the mascot that was on the ground at the park. And that's also what Xion has programmed into her little communicator thing, which I actually think is called a communicator because they like Star Trek. So let's head over here. We got a troll to take on. And I think it's just going to be the troll. Let's keep going. We're going to need to kill off more Basilisks. So yes, keep Poison Guard equipped. As a result of that battle, Xion did level up. Got a new tech attack, Gravity Well, which is still near. So unfortunately, still don't have a replacement for Spell Ray in the far slot. Let's keep going around the corner and pretty much down here. And if I remember correctly, we need to head left first, take on the kobold. Oh great, kobolds.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, we want to keep heading left and we want to blow up something, move on. Blow up something, move on. And we're going to have to keep doing this for a while, unfortunately, because there is quite a bit that we need to blow up. We are headed eventually for the treasure chest on top of the pillar over there. eventually. But first, we're going to have to take on a gremlin, is what this turns out to be. And over here, we can finally get that pillar, blow it up, and we get a blue topaz out of that. If you saw, that was an accessory. So let's see what it is. Of course, does not put it in order. It was the blue topaz. It is somewhat in order. Veil support effect. Awesome. Let's just move on as if it wasn't kind of cryptic. Actually, let's try to explain that a bit. What it means is that no. Oh, God. I should not play one game right after grinding in another game, because then I get the controls all messed up. The Veil support effect, ether effects down 25%. That's what it does when you equip it. Make sense? I haven't really been using that like at all. The ether effects up, ether effects down, items. I have not really ever found a good use for them. I find that just a couple levels is more than enough to make all the difference in the game, as opposed to a couple items here and there. So